about cars? I need a cigarette and a Charleston chew. Get the engine started. Hey, listen, I don't care where you're at. You're by the ballpark, you're sitting by yourself, you're in your house, we're gonna smoke cigars. We're gonna go by the bar, we're gonna buy drinks, we're gonna hear about engines. You're gonna turn on your radio, we're gonna talk about cars.
Welcome to Talking Cars. Your number one source for info
I like
on
that.
car
Like
culture.
the music.
Introducing your hosts, Uncle Larry and Tommy J.
T-Bone, we're back, baby.
We're in the building. Episode number 5.
5 is the way to keep us alive. All this madness, right?
You already know, man. You already
Guys
know.
better tune in, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, everybody. I want to talk to you all about the other day. Things that make you go, It's an old saying by Arsenio Hall.
Yeah, you remember that? You guys remember that?
Oh yeah.
Old timers?
Uh-huh. I'm one of them.
Yep.
Anyway, he used to say,
Things that make you say,
and it's all about reset.
Yep.
And reset the environment, the anxiety, the fear, and last thing but not least, fake news.
There's a lot of that, man. You don't know what the hell to believe. Right, T-Bone?
Yeah, man. I don't understand. It's like, this makes me think, and first thing what I want to talk to everybody about is all about artificial intelligence.
AI.
Yes. What is artificial intelligence? Well, artificial intelligence is basically a program. So, if you look at news, you are what you think. Whether it's negative, whether it's positive, or whether it's in between, you are what you think. So, with that being said, if let's just say, for instance, somebody that those who have mental health issues or none pun intended, allegedly or whatever is going on in your life, these are the things that I think about. And when I say anxiety, I mean, there's some people that suffer from it, unfortunately.
Overthinkers.
Correct. And again, we all have a touch of it. None of us don't have it. We all have a touch of it. Some are more extreme than others. So what I'm trying to say is this. If you're always looking at the news and you're relying on news, please start thinking for yourself. Just think. Again, whatever your spirituality is, whether you believe in religion or whether you don't, meditate. Take 5 minutes out the day. Just meditate. And maybe that meditation will help you relax, breathe, and just think outside the box. Because all news ain't good news. And all news ain't bad news.
And all news is not real news.
So, exactly. So it just makes you just say, think. Because now we're hearing about 5G network.
Yeah, there you go. No, you're not here. I mean, you still hear about coronavirus, but they're slowly switching it to 5G.
Exactly.
Radiation.
Right. So, again, if we can remember that back that far, remember when we were at 3G and then we went to 4G? Again.
Before that 2G, they were talking then.
Exactly. So, again, yeah, our phones give off radiation, but what gives out more radiation? Doesn't a microwave give out radiation? Think about it, folks. If you're getting 5G microwaves, that means you got to stick your head inside the microwave and turn it on.
And 5G is not everywhere, right? It's not everywhere yet.
Exactly.
Towers are going up, but they're not everywhere. But this so-called virus is everywhere.
Correct.
So I don't understand that.
It's just things that make me go, And I had an epiphany, and I just had to say to myself, what the fuck is 5G?
Yeah, right.
So, again, folks, right now, I'm going to go online, and I'm going to look at what is 5G. If you talk to the audience, let them know what's up.
I was
I'm going to do some research.
When I was reading about it, they were I was reading a little bit about radiation, the symptoms of radiation poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
Flu-like symptoms, cough, similar to a cold, slight fever. It depends on your level of exposure.
Okay.
So, again, is it 5G? Is it Corona? What the hell is it? But I tell you one thing, whatever it is, something is going on out here. Now, I don't know if it's just affecting those who have a weaker immune system. That's what it looks like to me.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like if you have a weak immune system right now, the way this world is, you're more at high risk for to just go bye.
Right.
I mean, doesn't matter what age, young, old, because I guess some young folks, 20 years old, have a weak immune system or diet. So now what's going on out here, whether it's 5G or this coronavirus or whatever, they're more subject to passing away, dying, saying bye-bye. And the same applies for if you're an older person,
Mm-hmm.
It's all about the diet.
Exactly.
So, and your health, and there's some good holy books that say take from in Hadith. It says take from your life for your death, your health for your sickness. Very important, your health for your sickness. That means if you're in relatively good shape, pretty good shape, blood pressure, everything's pretty good. If you do get some type of illness, guess what? You can fight it off. It's the immune system, basically. But if you're in poor health and, you get hit with something, guess what? You're more subject to saying bye-bye.
Correct.
So that's what I think a lot of this is. And as far as, like you said, with the fake news, the media, it's just so much out there. You can get anxiety. That's what causes anxiety, because now you're thinking about this, you're thinking about that. You don't want to overthink.
Right.
Use common sense.
Exactly.
Wash your ass. Take your shoes off. Wash your hands. Stay home if you're sick.
Yeah.
Stay home if you're sick. I mean, we all done it. I went to work many times sick.
Same here.
Sneezing, coughing a little bit. Stay home.
Mm-hmm.
Stay home, folks. I don't think you'll have a problem after this is over if you call up your superior, your supervisor, your manager, say, hey, Joey, I can't make it today. I'm sick. They're going to probably say, stay home.
Right.
If they don't, just tell them, remember Corona.
Yeah. But, hey, when we do get back, society gets back to being working again for the first couple of months, I mean, what do you think is going to happen the first couple of months when we start going back to work and being back to normal?
Well, first of all, it's a lot of different ways to go. Initially, excitement.
Oh, yeah.
People are going to be happy. I think people are going to be in such good moods, man, because when something is taken away from you, you appreciate it more.
Oh, yes.
This little lockdown, this little freedom that we had and all doing this and that, when that's makes you say, you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And when you recapture that and when you get it back, your freedom and liberty, come on. People are going to be so happy. I guarantee people are going to be so nice to each other. Let's see how long that's going to last, T-Bo. They're going to be nice. People, they have cabin fever. They've been stuck in the house, so they're going to flood these restaurants with,
of course,
a certain amount of intensity. And, they want to go to the malls again. They want to go to dealerships.
Of course.
And jerk off a salesperson. Bubbleheads, want to test drive 20 cars because they've been cooped up in the house,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, us car guys, you guys out there in the car world, man, just remember Corona, man. You just let these bubbleheads know. This is, it's a serious business,
Right.
You still got to be ready,
100%.
I still can't be all up in your face, you know what I mean?
Of course.
Throw me that credit card and I'll do the rest. I throw you the key, you throw me the money, and you go.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's I'm joking. But it really, people will be, I think, elated, happy. You'll see, I think, attitudes. People will be more loving, I think, towards it. We appreciate things, but we just don't, how we are. We're
right. We revert
right back to the old way.
Creature of habits, but Yeah.
But initially, I think people will be ecstatic. People will be happy. People want to go spend money because that's what we want to do. We want to spend, man.
Right.
It's okay to pay, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
It's okay to pay. We got to keep the economy rolling, you know. People go back to work, you know.
100%.
Yeah, so I just be happy when this happens, you know, because we do need to get back.
Yeah.
At the same time, like you said, reset. Take
Right.
this time, spend it with your family. Do some things you normally didn't have time to do.
Right. Well, for me, I mean, I've been calling my mother a lot more than
God
I
bless
used to.
you. Yeah.
Used to call my mom. I used to call my mom once a week. Now I call my mother every other day, and
All every day, man.
yeah. So
I wish
now
I could call
it's
my mother. You know, I lost my mother years ago.
oh man, my condolences, man.
You know, I lost my mother. I've been screwed up. That's been 13 years, man. Now, call your mother, T-Bone, every day, twice a day if you
You're
can.
right,
Shit.
exactly. So I've been calling her, and she like, "Hey, baby, do you need any food?" I'm like,
That's
Mom.
mama.
Yeah, I said, "Hey, Mom, I don't need anything. Everything's good." I mean, she's like, "Well, if you run out of money, I won't make my car payment. So to
That's
make
your mother,
sure
yeah. Ain't that
that, hey,
funny?
you got some, you got some food and you're good." I said, "No, Mom, I'm good. Make your car payment.
Yeah.
I'm good. If I'm doing bad, believe me, I'm gonna let you know because I'm not proud.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?"
That's mother's love, man. Paradise lies at the foot of the mother, man. Like,
Of course.
speaking of mothers, I bet you could probably name 2-3 things, life lessons your mother taught you.
Yes.
We're not talking about fathers right now, you bubbleheads. We're talking about mothers. I know people wonder, father, let's talk about mothers. You're talking about mothers.
Right.
I'm sure your mother left you something, because my mother left me a couple of things.
Yeah, my mother gave me a few jewels, and the jewels is one was always look a person straight in their eye and tell them what you think.
Good.
Don't sugarcoat nothing. Second thing she says, everybody has an ulterior motive.
Good stuff. That's another good one.
You know what I mean? So what are some of these people that have ulterior motives? And she says, always treat a friend the way you want to be treated.
See, mother's wisdom.
Yes.
3 right there, just like
Right. How about you? What's yours?
Man, my Mama Joey used to call her, my
Yeah?
girl, Capricorn, born the day after me. Or
Oh,
January.
man. God bless.
First thing I can remember when I was in high school, I was going to school for a week and working at Prudential for a week. Then I was working at, my family's restaurant, Dino's down in Newark.
Really? Nice.
I remember I had a credit card from Bamberger's, I think it was. It might have been Sears.
Okay.
And the credit card bill came in, 2 bills came in at one time. I was like, oh shit, fucking bills! and the bills was like, probably like $5 back then. Who knows?
Right.
They were going back many years, right? And I'm complaining to my mother. She said, what's wrong? What's wrong? She thought something happened. Because I'm like, what the hell is this? I said, I got these bills for this credit card. She said, that's what you crying about? I said, yeah, Mom. She says, let me ask you something. Did you charge up the stuff? I said, yeah. She said, do you have the money? I said, of course. She said, well, pay the freaking bill. You worry, Bubble, when you don't have the money. I said, wow, Ma, you're right. So ever since that, you always pay your bills. And then she used to tell me about, like, it can take a second to get into a lifetime of trouble. Like, in other words, easy to get in trouble, hard to get out, you know?
Right. Right.
And it's 1 second, boom. Now it's going to cost you hours, days, weeks, years. You know? And then she's taught me also another thing about money. Like I would say, Mom, yeah, I'm getting this money. I'm getting this money. Yeah, Mama, I'm going to go buy this now. I can go do this now because I'm getting this money. She's like, oh, slow down. Son, remember, you can't count the money until what?
Do you have it in your hand?
There you go. I said, what do you mean, Mom? She said, you can't count the money until what? Then I said, oh, I got it. Until it's in your hand. I said, oh, yeah, you're right, Mom.
Wow, that's a beautiful
I said,
jewel.
Mama, so ever since that, I try to always remember that, you know?
Yeah.
Mama was smart.
Yeah, Mama's always smart.
Yeah, and I just wish I would have listened more, you know? I didn't really listen that much. But that's the wisdom of the mother, man.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man.
So
for
call
sure.
your mother, T-Bone. Much as
I
possible.
will be calling her more and more and more that I've been doing it. And honestly, not to say I was never close to my mother. I was always close to my mother, but I didn't want to be considered a mama's boy.
Now, I remember your mother, Mom James. I remember Mama James.
Yeah, I don't want it to be considered. And you know what? Something she always asks for you.
Ain't that funny?
Yeah, she always asks for
remember.
you, and she always asks for Rob.
Yeah, I remember Mama James.
Yeah.
We used to call all our mothers by their last name. Mom Bowman, Mom Stokes.
Yeah.
Mama James, yeah.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but you know, that's some of the jewels that I've taken, and it's always treat people with respect.
Mama was right, bro.
Yeah, man. I remember one time going back, man. I stole something out of a supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
Right, my mother didn't beat me.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't do it. I was only like 12, 13. My mother had money, but me, because I knew she was going to say no if I asked her, can I go get some candy? I knew she was going to say no. So long story short, you know, she found out what happened. My mother literally took me to the store and told me to the manager, tell the manager what you just did.
Wow.
She said, if you're going to do something, make sure you're able to pay for your actions. Because if not, you'll be branded for the rest of your life.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just like made me think on what I'm going to do. I mean, don't get me wrong. We all get into trouble.
Yeah, trouble.
Yeah, but it is. But she just taught me that, and that stuck with me.
But they should say rules are made to be broken. You got to pay the price sometimes.
Of course, man. Of course. But, yeah, man, it's just, you know, those are some of the things I think about. And like you were saying about this 5G, and then we're talking about this conspiracy theory.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm thinking about this 5G, and they're saying about radiation, and I'm saying about, okay, so radiation. What is radiation? Then what is 5G? 5G is supposed to be faster for the phones and for the internet.
Phones, TV, yep.
Yeah, so is it really doing that? And then I'm thinking about, what about the environment? When I say that, what about the environment? What I'm talking about is, like, I had an epiphany where I was up like maybe 3 o'clock in the morning and I was binge watching. And with that being said, I heard birds chirping at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if you have ever seen that.
Well, birds usually chirp in my house, where I'm at.
Right.
It's funny, like in Islam, you get up for Fajr prayer.
Right.
Depends on the time of the year. Sometimes as early as 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Right.
Guess what you hear? Birds chirping.
Right.
And we should say, see, even the birds are obedient, and they know it's prayer time. Because that should be like my alarm clock. So
Right.
I see the birds, so it's okay. It's time to get up. If you can get up, get your black ass up, hit the floor,
Right.
But you said 1 o'clock in the morning.
like between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning.
Some
And I'm
party
like,
ass birds. The party animals.
yo, but no, I'm just saying, the reason why I say that is because I'm like, is it something really, it just makes you think outside the box, because guess what? We had a mild winter.
Very mild one. No snow, really.
I mean, really, like, and it wasn't, I mean, it was cold, but it wasn't cold. You know what I mean?
It was cold. It wasn't snow. That's what it was. I
Yeah,
remember some
that's
cold
true.
days. It just
Yeah.
wasn't snow.
Yeah. But it just made me think, and I'm like saying to myself, what the hell is going on? Because birds always know, because they didn't fly south this year.
That's why they was up 1 o'clock in the morning. Little bastards. Hey, but speaking of that, like real quick, somebody said to me when this corona thing started,
Right.
about 2 months now, I guess ago, he said, you know why we having the coronavirus? I said, why? Because it was no snow. I thought about it. I said, I said, no bullshit. It's all over the world.
Right,
So that
exactly.
can't be true. Yeah, I see what they were saying. Now.
Right, but it's fake news again.
Yeah.
Yeah. But didn't you just get a text from your daughter? What did your daughter say? What did she send you?
She's talking about the 5G thing. It's a conspiracy. It's no coronavirus. It was just 5G. The government is trying to get everybody on this 5G thing so they can get this vaccine, and the vaccine is going to track you, all your information. That's
Somebody said,
they already got your information. They already got.
right, they got your social security
They
number.
got everything. They already know where you at.
Right.
Like, remember years ago, 15, 20 years ago, when DirecTV came out, I think.
Right.
It was?
Right.
I remember they were saying DirecTV. I think Jill Scott even put it in one of her songs. Are you watching the TV, or is the TV watching you? She said DirecTV, they have cameras. They can see everything in your house.
Okay.
And some guy was telling me that's why a lot of drug dealer guys are getting busted. They all got these big TVs and they can see everything. They can see all, and they busting them. I said, I don't know. Who the hell knows?
Yeah, right.
Was that fake news or not?
Yeah.
We
yeah.
going back 20 years ago in direct TV.
Yeah, but it goes to artificial intelligence. Because you remember something. Back in the day, before there was no cameras, you was whoever doing something, the only way you're gonna get caught is if somebody in your crew is the weak link and is gonna snitch.
Snitch, a rat, dirty rat, or
Yeah.
wearing a wire.
Yeah,
I guess at the
fuck
time.
all of that
You
stuff.
don't wear
man.
the wires no more.
Right, exactly. You don't have to. So now go do a crime and see how fast they pick your ass up. Like everything now, if you beat somebody up, it's going viral.
So you got eyes in the skies. You got cameras everywhere. You can't do anything no more. Right?
Right.
Think about it.
Yeah. Makes you think.
Cameras everywhere.
Yeah, but listen, we're law-abiding citizens. We just do what we got to do. Again, we were one time, we did some things that were out of line, like I did, and I'm pretty sure many of us have. But guess what? Society does give us a second chance. Yeah. So, again, none of us is perfect. I ain't perfect. I ain't trying to say that I'm better than you or you better than me. I ain't trying to say none of that.
We all screwed up. You kidding?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So
Yeah, we all screwed up.
yeah, man. So that's my whole thing. It's just like, is it fear?
A lot of fear going on, T-Bone. Lots
Yeah.
of fear. And if you have your face in the TV every day, you're going to even be more fearful because they're scared the shit out of you now. And here's the thing. It's good to be informed, and you got to be on top of this thing because it is real. People are dying for real.
Right.
Well, how come the media never talks about all of the people that recovered?
Exactly.
They ain't talking about that.
Exactly.
They're showing you all the fuckings that drop dead every minute. Every day, there's another 40 cases. Okay. How about the other 180 that survived? Just kick this thing.
Right.
They're
Like
not
you
talking about
and
it.
like me.
I had it. I was probably one of the first guys who had that shit. I was
Exactly.
all fucked up.
Yeah, back in February, I got
I
it.
knew something was wrong because I couldn't move. I said, this is bullshit. I said, this is not a normal cold.
Right.
I had the chills. Couldn't, had
Same
had
thing
like a
as you.
dry cough, like a little bit,
I didn't have no desire
It's
to eat.
weird, man. It was weird. A weird feeling, man.
Yeah, but it's fear, man. It's fear. That's the way I take it, and fear is fucked up.
Yeah.
And,
Can't live in fear, man.
Yeah.
It is what it is. What befalls on you wasn't meant to pass you by, and what has passed you by was not meant to befall on you.
Exactly.
That's what I believe.
Yeah, me too,
You
man.
gotta use common sense and what the hell? You gotta live on. Let's go back to work tomorrow. Fuck all this bullshit. I'm sick of this shit. I gotta go to fucking work, man.
Yo, man, I just
legs,
want to get
man.
back to being normal, man. I want to
man.
put on my.
Yeah.
I want to go back to work and just, hey, if you need a car, come holla at us.
Let's come on down. Let's come on down.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll hook you guys up.
Let's make some money. Let's get back rolling. Life is short. I mean, goddamn. You only have a certain amount of time here anyway,
Exactly.
But this time is, like I said, like you said, the reset. It's been good because you definitely, like I said, my house has never been cleaner. I organize a lot of things, got plenty of rest,
Right.
Slow up a little bit. You got to slow it down because we're all on the run all the time.
Exactly.
Running and ripping and running and ripping. And, so like you, me, and a lot of families out there, now they're home. They all together, especially if you're blessed to have your husband, your wife, your kids, whatever. If it's just you and your kids, you and your wife, or the mother and their kids, they're home now, bonding. They're doing more bonding than they ever did before.
Of course.
That's the good of this,
Right. Exactly. And I have this next door neighbor. He has these two kids, and they're cool. I like them. But they're cool. And I'm watching them, and I'm watching them being with their dad and stuff like that, and it just. I'm just doing a lot of reflecting.
Yeah, it makes you say that. Tell you.
Yeah, and it makes me go, And that's what I came up with. And, I'm saying it to you before about, is it really fake news? I mean, think about it. Because fear is crippling.
Oh, yeah.
And if people that keep watching the news, it's going to have a negative effect on you.
Overkill.
Yeah.
You don't want too much. It's about balance or whatever you do.
Exactly.
Not too high, not too low, not too much, and not too little.
Exactly.
That's life,
Yeah.
Right?
But use common sense. Yeah. Hey, speaking of that, I saw on I saw somebody on Facebook, right? And this person had on rubber gloves, right? Guess what they were eating?
A sandwich,
Nah,
popcorn,
potato chips,
potato chips,
right?
grease. Okay.
Makes you think.
Hmm.
When I say that, to say is
The gloves.
the gloves keep going in
Combination,
combination. So where were those gloves before they touched those potato chips?
Exactly, cross contamination.
Yeah, like, let's have common sense, people.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? So it just made me think, but I wasn't trying to overthink it, but because of what the news is projecting, did that person put on those gloves before that?
Before they touched it.
the
They put
bag?
them on, then jumped in the bag. Or did they put the
Correct.
gloves on, jumped in their car, touched all the handles in the house, and then
Right.
put the hand in the bag.
Does that make you think that they did the right thing or they did the wrong thing?
Let's check back with that guy in another couple of days. See if he's fucking coughing. I mean, hey, you gotta make light of this.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be, but
it's
it,
true, though. Yeah,
it just makes you think. I mean,
check
honestly,
back with that guy. See how
honestly,
we doing? Yeah.
yeah. I mean, again, it just makes you think. The fear.
Yep.
That's what I'm getting at. Is the fear. Are we thinking that are we judging people because of the way they look? Are we judging people because they didn't put a mask on? Are we judging people because they didn't stay 6 feet away from you? Are we judging people because they looked at you differently?
Hey, are you? I saw a blog the other day. A guy was laughing. He says, "You can't even cough anymore. If you cough, right away people be like, Corona."
But it's the truth.
Yeah,
It's the reality. But again,
a
fear.
guy was telling me like one of his little friends called him, female called him over, and she wanted him to come over his house, and he hadn't seen this girl in a while. He said, and the girl was back there coughing. He's like, bullshit. He said, you all right?
You're right.
Oh, I'm okay. He said, bullshit. Why you coughing? Why you coughing?
Right.
I said, wow, that's crazy. Make you think, right?
It makes you think. Again,
Fear.
fear. And that's what I've been thinking about. And that's one of my and I'm thinking, and it's just scary. Like, and then you get other people that are looking at you, and you're thinking, do they think that I have it?
Yeah,
do they
right.
think that I don't have it? Do they think I'm a good person, or do they not think that I'm a good person?
You hear nothing about anything now. Like, no more AIDS, virus, no more nothing. Everything is like,
Right.
you don't hear about nothing, right?
Cor-
Everything is like
correct.
disappeared.
Correct.
Everything is about this. Now it's 5G, like you said.
Right.
You're slowly not hearing about Corona. Now it's 5G.
Right. Hey, did you know that? Speaking of that, did you know that China opened up the wet market back again?
Yeah, I heard about the live animals and all that stuff.
Right, the livestock where they have all these exotic animals and
I heard about that. 'Cause they shut it down for a while, right?
right, exactly. So again,
Lost too much money, maybe?
yeah, again, they open it back up, and it makes you think. Okay, you have all these exotic animals because remember, they're eating bats,
Rats.
they're eating bats,
They eat everything.
rats, tigers, elephant. What can a human body eat?
Gonna kill us all.
I don't know, man. It just makes you one of those things that can make you go, Folks, do your research on wet market. Tell me what you think.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, because it's like scary. I mean, what are we meant to eat? Are we programmed to eat certain things?
Yeah, it makes you think.
Yeah.
Well, with the new diets now, everybody's vegan or
Right,
vegetarian
exactly.
and- I mean, I watch what I eat. No
Yeah.
red meat, really. I'm a chicken and fish.
Me too.
I'm a chicken and fish guy. No
Yeah.
fried food. I mean, every now and then you got to cheat a little bit.
Right.
Like a what do you call it? Five Guys bag of greasy fries. I mean, what the hell? You gonna live forever? You can't live forever.
Yeah,
Shit,
you
you
already
gotta have a little
know.
fun, but it's about balance, man. Like anything
Exactly.
else, man.
Exactly.
I don't think even a little red meat, a little lamb or goat or something, it's not gonna kill you, man.
Nah, it's
Don't
not
eat
gonna
it
kill
every
you.
day. Can't eat steak every day.
Right. Can eat a little duck, eat a little rabbit. I'm good with those things.
I never had rabbit or duck.
I did.
No?
Duck is greasy. Rabbit is like chicken.
Really? Maybe that's what you're getting at the local Chinese store.
I don't eat Chinese.
Yeah, I don't walk around. Because speaking of that, man, every time when you go, if you notice, when you go to a Chinese restaurant, when they have their little lunch breaks, if I look over, guess what they eating? Completely something different.
Right, exactly.
A lot of green shit. Like looks like a lot of broccoli rabe, maybe. A lot of vegetables I see. I don't see a lot of that damn fried chicken wings and all that shit.
Right. But speaking of cars, I mean, here, you know they're advertising 0%. GMC, Ford, all the big threes, they're advertising 0%.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah, it's good to 84 months. That's
yeah, exactly.
But no interest.
Exactly. So, and in order for
curbside delivery too.
Right, exactly. In order for you to qualify that, you have to have a 70/20 FICO score or better, or you got to be at a tier 1 or tier 0 level. Yeah. But for those that who are not at that level, we got the hookup. We can hook you up with that. Mm-hmm. Not with the 0%, but about getting a vehicle. Because they don't really need us to get the 0% because they can do that themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I mean? So for those people that are looking to purchase a vehicle,
it's a good time to buy though.
Good time to buy, and
inventory is just stagnant, it's just sitting, you know. So.
Right, but the thing that I would do, I would not buy a car because it's a depreciating asset. I mean, to each his own. Mm-hmm. But I would rather lease.
You lease new. We always say that. You lease new, you buy pre-owned.
Right,
that doesn't make sense to.
But the manufacturers now are doing 0% for 84 months on a new car. But some of those people can't afford those car payments. Mm-hmm. Can you afford to go retail?
Now, if you get 0% financing and you buy the car well below cost,
right,
and you're putting down a significant down payment, you have money like that.
Mm-hmm.
If I ever were to endorse a new car, that's when I would say it, personally. When it's maybe not the worst time, you know?
Gotcha.
So just think about that, but who has big chunks of money right now?
Exactly.
All right, we got to wind this one down, T-Bone. Give these folks some foods for thought, something to think about. Like you said, make them say,
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Oh, yeah. And this is episode number 5, y'all.
5, keep your ass alive.
And hit that like button and please subscribe.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Stay well, stay safe, keep your fingers crossed and your hands clean. We're out.
Peace.
And hair grease.